Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping, maybe headfirst is the right word, into a really popular topic lately, the whole idea of a digital detox.
hmm
Specifically, stepping away from social media. Our source for this one is an excerpt from a piece called Digital Detox, 7 Days Without Social Media.
hmm
And it really gets into what actually happens when you unplug for a whole week.
hmm
It follows people who did it.
Yeah, and what's so fascinating, I think, is just how much these digital platforms are, well, woven into everything we do day to day. So taking a step back, even just for 7 days, it feels, I don't know, almost revolutionary, doesn't it?
It really does.
This source gives us a pretty insightful look at what that choice means for, the individual experiencing it.
Okay, so our mission today, then, is to sort of unpack this idea, a 7-day social media break based on this piece. What could that actually feel like for someone? What kind of surprising things did people actually discover?
All right, let's get into it. The core of digital detox. 7 days without social media. Really focuses on the findings from this group who, committed to the full week. And the piece points out that those first maybe 48 hours, often the toughest.
Yeah, that tracks.
People described feeling this distinct restlessness, almost like phantom phone vibrations,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
and this really noticeable pull, just pure habit to check apps, a real sense of missing out on whatever was happening right now.
And this is where it gets quite interesting, psychologically speaking, that initial discomfort. The study suggests that it wasn't just about missing Aunt Carol's vacation picture. It was disrupting these really deep behavioral patterns. I mean, many apparently reported reaching for their phone hundreds of times a day, just reflexively, even when it wasn't there.
Wow. Hundreds. It really underscores that sort of unconscious hold these platforms have, moment to moment.
Absolutely. But then the piece talks about this shift, which is fascinating. Usually around day 3, it says that kind of itchy feeling, the agitation, it started to fade for many.
Okay.
And it gave way to some, unexpected benefits. The source details a pretty significant jump in focus, people finding they could finish work tasks more efficiently or even just have deeper conversations without that constant urge to glance at a screen.
Precisely. And if we connect that to the bigger picture, the study mentions this remarkable rediscovery of time.
Right. Time you didn't know you had.
Exactly. Suddenly, hours appear that had just been vanishing into scrolling, and this led to kind of a resurgence of forgotten things, hobbies. Some picked up instruments again,
Yeah.
Others started reading actual physical books. Many just spent more quality time face-to-face, outdoors, or with family. It seems like the cognitive load just lightened, clearer thinking. Some even reported sleeping better.
That's incredible. So it wasn't just about stopping something, but about what filled that space.
The piece gives specific examples too, right? Like one person rediscovering painting, another having these long, uninterrupted chats with their partner, maybe for the first time in ages. It paints this picture of life kind of slowly becoming more intentional again.
And that, I think, is the key takeaway from the source.
Mm.
It's not necessarily pushing for, permanent abstinence forever. It's more about fostering a more mindful relationship with technology.
Yeah, a conscious one.
Yeah. The source emphasizes that by day 7, participants had gained this real clarity on what information actually mattered to them and how much of their online time was just, habitual noise, background static.
It makes you think.
It does, and it raises this important question, doesn't it? In a world that's just constantly buzzing, constantly connected, what's the real value in disconnecting sometimes?
Yeah.
Even briefly. What sort of silent shifts might be happening under the surface that we don't even anticipate? Things that maybe boost well-being or genuine connection.
Definitely something to mull over. So for you listening, if you were to try your own 7-day social media detox, what do you imagine would be the very first thing you'd really notice? Or maybe miss? What kind of insights do you think you might gain about your own habits and, what truly enriches your life? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.